Hey everybody, today we are going to read April Lesson 2, Keeping a Job. While we read today, I would like you to keep in mind our incredible 5-point scale and remember what level we would like to be at when we're at work. Ideally a level 1, which is happy and calm, or a level 2, which might be a little bit excited, but you're working hard. You're able to get things done. In our story, I want you to pay attention to characters and what they are thinking. We also talk about how people look and how people might feel when they're at each level. And we'll see if we see anybody get to a level 3 where they are feeling a little anxious or irritable, like something is bothering them, or level 4 if they're getting angry or upset. So with that, let's go ahead and switch over to our story. Again, this is Unique Learning Systems, April lesson number 2. So if you log in on the student login, you'll be able to read the same story. You can see there are 3 different levels. There's a D level with symbol supports. There's level D with less symbol supports, and then there's level F and G, and this is just text only. And I'm gonna read the level G. That way students who would like to read independently can go in on their own and go through any level, whichever level fits them best. All right, our title is Keeping a Job, and our author, once again, is Karen Lugers, and Alex Weishart did all the illustrations for this story. We want to take a good look at our vocabulary for this unit, words to learn. Our first word is factory. And I don't like that we don't have symbols on this. I don't know if it's just not loading enough, but usually there's a symbol here even on this page. So I'm going to try to refresh it. And if it refreshes, great. If not, we'll make do without. Oh, and it kicked us out. So we'll get back in. All right, there we go. That's just what I wanted. So our first word is factory, and there's a lovely little picture symbol of a factory. A factory is a building where things are made. We have talked about a couple of factories in Sioux Falls. One of them is Raven Industries, where they make plastics and hot air balloons. And another factory we've talked about is more of a plant, a meat processing plant called Smithfield, where we know a lot of people and family members who work. So factory is a building where things are made. And in the story we read today, the girl, the main character in the story, is working at a factory. Our next word is supervisor. Who is a supervisor? The supervisor is the person that is in charge or the boss. Does being bossy make you a supervisor? No, just makes you bossy. So the supervisor is the person in charge. They're whom will give you directions. They're the person that is responsible for hiring you. They're probably responsible for your schedule and for completing evaluations to tell you how you're doing at work. Respectful. You can see our little picture symbol here. The 2 people are saluting each other as a sign of respect. Respect means being polite and well-behaved. So if we think about our expectations at Pathways, when we say nice words or no words, stay in your assigned area, keep your hands and feet to yourself, listen and follow directions. All of those things are ways that you show respect to your supervisor or your teacher. They're also how you show respect to your classmates and your job coaches. Our next word is a very positive word. It's called encourage. When you encourage someone, you tell them you support them. You can see this little guy in the picture is going, yay! He's encouraging his friend for something she did. So encourage is telling people, you can do it, I support you. And then our last vocab word is job evaluation. And that's a way to judge how a person is doing on their job. An evaluation is usually a piece of paper that your supervisor or boss fills out that tells how you're doing on your job. You will have an assignment to do a pretend job at your home based on the next video I make, because our next lesson is all about job evaluations. And I am going to have you do a self-evaluation, which means you will fill out a form saying how you think you did, and then you'll have mom or dad or grandma or another person in your house fill out the evaluation. They'll pretend to be your boss, and they'll say how you did. So you do have an evaluation in your packet. You don't need it for this lesson. Things I want you to think about during this story. Again, remember our 5-level behavior scale. And while we read through these, we'll talk about which level each of these items are. Number 1, it's important to have a good attitude at work. If you are showing a good attitude, you are at a level 1 behavior. It is important to treat others at work with respect. Now remember, we show respect by following expectations, but also by helping with others, doing teamwork, working on projects together. And that's level 2 behavior. Now remember, 2 isn't bad. No number is worse than the other. Level 2 just means that you're more active and you're doing things with more people. So level 2 represents treating others at work with respect. The next item says, it is wise to ask for help if you need it. If you're at a level 2 and you are working on a project that you don't understand, you might be getting a little angry or frustrated. What might happen if you don't ask for help? You can get to a level 3 where you're really anxious and upset. And the worse it gets, the more upset you might get. So make sure you stay at a level 2 and you ask for help. Say, please help me if you need help with something. The next thing I want you to learn from this story is that it's good to offer your help when needed. So if you see a friend or a coworker, you should ask, can I help you? And that would be a level 2 behavior, helping others. And then last but not least, others see what kind of coworker or what kind of worker you are by your actions. So when your supervisor is writing this job evaluation, do you think your evaluation is going to be really good if you have all 1s and 2s? Or do you think it'll be really good if you had a lot of 3s and 4s and 5s? That's right, we want to see level 1 and 2 behavior at work. So it's important to keep our 5-level scale in mind when we are working and practice the different techniques we have learned to help keep us at level 1 and 2. The biggest one is asking for help. All right, keeping a job. We're going to read about Karen today. Excuse me, her name is not Karen, it's Kelly. We're going to read about Kelly today. Kelly started her first job. She loves going to work. Let's look at Kelly's picture here. We know she likes her job. She's smiling, standing up straight. I'd say she's at a level 1 and she is ready for work. Kelly does not complain. She has a good attitude at work. Again, that's level 1 behavior, which is awesome for Kelly. Kelly has fun at work, but she is not rude. She is always respectful. You can see these little guys by Kelly showing their respect or salute. And remember, when we're respectful at work, that we help other people and we ask for help if we need it. If we look back here, what does it look like these two are doing? It looks like they're telling secrets. I don't know, do you think they are? Is that very respectful behavior? What level of behavior do you suppose that is? I would say it's probably level 3. They're being a little bit rude. It could be making Kelly feel uncomfortable. It could even make Kelly upset if she thinks they're talking about her. All right, sometimes Kelly forgets how to do her job. Oh no, what do I do? But when she remembers, do things right, ask questions. So you can see the thought bubble coming out of Kelly's head, and that is our picture that means ask. Ask for help if you need it. So Kelly could have been at a level 3 feeling a little anxious because she doesn't know what to do, but a quick fix is to ask questions and ask for help. Kelly also helps others when she can. She's a team player. Sometimes she needs help too. Kelly takes her turn bringing in snacks. She likes being part of the team. What level behavior do you suppose bringing snacks in is? That's right, it could be a 1 or a 2. Kelly's happy, she's being nice, and she's sharing with other people. Kelly's supervisor or boss knows that Kelly is a good worker. Kelly works hard. She will keep her job. Tips to remember from our story. Always try to be part of the team. And remember what Kelly did to be part of the team. She helped others. Just like Kelly, we can offer to help others, and they'll also help us. Supervisors and bosses know who is and who isn't a good worker. Remember, they're going to look at how hard you work, if you follow directions, if you're using good manners, and you're staying at an appropriate level, like a level 1 or 2 behavior at work. Keep your job, have a good attitude, don't complain, and do your best. All right, we're gonna skip ahead and answer some multiple choice questions at the end here.
What is the story about?
Is this story about going to school, doing your best at work, or making dinner?
Doing your best at work.
That's right. We learned about how Kelly did at work by helping others and being polite. She did her best at work.
What does Kelly have?
Does Kelly have a cell phone at work? Does she wear tennis shoes? I don't think we even read about tennis shoes. Or does she have a good attitude? That's right, she has a good attitude. She stays at a level 1 or 2 at work, which is awesome. How does Kelly behave at work? Is she respectful? Is she silly? Or is she healthy? If we think back to our story, we read about how Kelly treated her co-workers and the different things she did to be responsible. Kelly always acts respectful and has a good attitude at work. What does Kelly like being a part of? I would guess she likes being part of her family, but we didn't learn about her family in this story, so let's cross that one out. Does Kelly like being part of a team? or a plan? When Kelly was at work, she was part of a team. What is important to know about this story? A supervisor or boss knows who is a good worker. Planting a garden is useful. Swimming is good exercise. All of these things are true, but which one applies to our story? Yay! Very good job, you guys. We learned about Kelly today. Tomorrow, I'm going to read a little story about job evaluations and have you do a pretend job at home and have a family member complete an evaluation and have you complete an evaluation to tell me how you think you did. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later.